Yep. Eric has left the call. He's been willing to go. But I kept him home for a psychologist appointment at midday. He refuses therapy 50% of the time, but he didn't argue, so I was feeling good. We get into the office, and the secretary says, "Oh, you're a day early." Oh, this got really stupid. This is just a dumb idiot parent.
You didn't read these before?
You
didn't read this before? You said I was looking at Reddit.
Yeah.
And I found some stuff to...
Yeah. No, I just found the subreddit.
Anish.
I read the first one.
I was trying to figure out.
All right, welcome to this week's episode of the Sleepy Dads podcast. As always, I'm Anish, joined by Eric and Brandon. First of all, let's get all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to the pod, whether it be on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscription helps the Sleepy Dads out. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button across all platforms to show your support. With that being said, we are going to get right into the fake ad read of the week. Go ahead and take it away, Eric.
Right on. Some people say it's fake. Some people say it's real. You guys be the judge. Try those promo codes and let us know, okay? This episode is brought to you by Ponderosa Steakhouse. We've all been there before. On the final leg of a 12-hour road trip, the kids are screaming and becoming restless. The last meal anyone has had was 8 hours ago, and you're faced with this question. Should we power through these last few hours or stop for food? Well, lucky for you, Ponderosa Steakhouse has you covered. There's something for everyone in the family. 10-hour-old mac and cheese made by a meth head for kids? Check. Wilted salad for mom? Check. Gotta watch that waistline, ladies. Less than mediocre steak for dad? Check. Ponderosa will help you fuel up and get you to your destination happy and full. Use promo code DAD, I think I have diarrhea 20 to get 20% off your next meal.
Yummy.
Excellent ad read, Eric.
Thank you. Also, no one's going to know that was take 2 of that promo code.
Yeah. We had it was my bad. I had a typo on the first take. So
Initially, I literally had like a Ron Burgundy moment. It's like, God damn it! You know he'll read anything off the teleprompter.
Yeah, you just kept doing it. You're like 3 times, and he kept reading the same thing. So my bad on that.
Yeah, at first it would have been funny for him to just have it messed up, but it was
brutal.
It was a train wreck.
It went from like slightly funny to like kind of sad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, we didn't want to put the viewers and listeners through that. So
he can read, right?
Yeah. Reading's hard, Brandon. That's also funny because Eric used to work at Ponderosa, so it's a multi-layer funny fake ad read.
Began my career working at Ponderosa Steakhouse as a waiter.
Yep.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Yeah, I think everybody's been in the food industry before. I think I was at Applebee's. Brandon, I think you were at Fazoli's, right?
Slinging pasta.
Just slinging pasta and breadsticks.
I believe Brandon found the love of his life at Ponderosa.
Not Ponderosa. Fazoli's.
Oh, at Fazoli's, yeah. At Fazoli's, the love of his life.
You might find something else at Ponderosa.
Yeah.
Won't say what.
Yeah. All right, let's get right into it. I know not too much to talk about this. We will kind of go through our regular stuff. We'll have dad stories of the week. We'll have a fun little draft towards the end of it. I wanted to start off. I know since House of the Dragon is over, there's kind of a void in what to watch now, especially since we're kind of waiting for football to come back up and all that. So I just want to kind of leave it open to see if you guys have either seen any shows this past year or are currently watching anything that you would like to share with us. If you guys don't have one yet, I have one queued up. I can go first.
Before you do yours, the Gentleman TV show on Netflix, fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. That was awesome.
Very enjoyable.
That was awesome.
It's like a surprise how good it was, and I saw it just got renewed for a season 2.
Yeah, Theo James is really good.
Theo James is great.
Yeah,
they continue the premise.
White Lotus.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, White Lotus is really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nish and I have our own we'll have a White Lotus secondary podcast going at the same time.
The Wilted Lotus.
Yeah, exactly. Eric's,
Man, I don't know if I have anything. Gentleman was good. I always forget about what I've watched. But
I feel like there's always so many things out, and I try to
there's
like
too
binge
much
through a
content.
bunch.
Is it like a CrossFit documentary, Brandon, or how to?
There's
cheat?
plenty of that. Come to my YouTube. We'll set you up.
Rock climbing documentaries.
There haven't been any good ones lately. They kind of loaded them all up. There was Dawnwall, Free Solo, Maru. Maru was one. It was great.
Yeah, there haven't been any good ones since then.
The Alpinist.
Yeah, that one was a really good one.
The Alpinist.
Yeah, but good.
Very good.
I watched Presumed Innocent on Apple TV.
I've heard that one's fantastic.
It's really good. It's really good. They're having a second season, but I think it's gonna be like a completely new cast. Like
I heard it's kind of like a True Detective, where each season is its own wrapped up thing.
Yeah. And Presumed Innocent was actually it was a book, obviously, first, and then it was actually a movie with Harrison Ford, like in the early 90s or whatever. So like the TV show apparently changed, like they didn't change the ending completely, but they kind of changed the twist of the ending.
From The Fugitive, like the movie The Fugitive with Harrison Ford. Is that what it's based off of?
Yeah. No, it's not based off of that. It's like its own thing, but yeah, it's good. It's good. I would recommend it. It's short. It's like 8 episodes.
Is he innocent or is he guilty?
You gotta watch to find out, Eric.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'll Google it in a second.
I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah, just like Breaking Bad, just like White Lotus. Now, Eric's just not gonna watch it.
Well, you know how it is. Some of those shows you miss the wave, and you're like,
yeah,
I get it.
True. Then at that point, you're just, what's the point of going back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fair. I did want to talk about though one thing that's coming out this week that is near and dear to all of our hearts. So Untold, the Netflix sports documentary series, they're coming back this Tuesday with a documentary about Steve McNair, probably one of the greatest Tennessee Titans to ever play.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Eric McNair.
R.I.P. Yeah. Documentary obviously going to be about his unfortunate death and kind of his time with the Titans, I think, from what it looks like. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if I'm ready.
They better not cover him on the Ravens, or I'm gonna be pissed.
Dude, that would be
get them out of that podcast.
This is gonna be like the feature.
Yeah. God, I would hate that so much. It already sickens me to see Derrick Henry in a Ravens jersey.
Dude, we've had this is Titans talk now, but we've had so many Titans go to the Ravens, like directly to the Ravens.
Dude, Derek Mason, Samari Roll,
Steve McNair.
Dude, it's so bad. Why did they do that to us? It's like they don't care.
Dude, it's got to be a middle finger. It's got to be a middle finger.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for that documentary. Do you guys remember? So obviously we're getting really into Titans talk right now. So if you don't want to listen to this, just kind of fast forward a couple of minutes,
or learn something. Stick around and learn something. Yeah. Subscribers.
Yeah. Learn about heartbreak.
Get to know us. Comment in the sections. We'll get to know you.
Yeah. So where were you guys when you guys heard the news about Steve McNair? Because it was on July 4th, 2009. So 15 years ago. Do you guys remember where you guys were?
We were all friends then too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't remind me.
We all knew each other then.
Just to date
speaking of that, I do know we talked about it before, but I know I was at my parents' house because 4th of July, and we don't usually do like 4th of July party at their house. And we were swimming in the pool, and I don't remember who it was. Sure, it was in the group text, but one of y'all texted about it. I was like, "What?" So I immediately I think Twitter was a thing then.
Yeah, I think it just started like barely. That year. Yeah,
it was like right. Yeah, now I sound old, but yeah, I remember getting on Twitter and being like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, and just kind of being like blown away. Like, there's no way. And then like you hear like what happened, like the details behind it, and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" Like this is not great. Not a great look for the Eric McNair.
Dude,
what about y'all?
The story got crazier and like crazier as more of it came out. Like, at first it started out with just like, oh, he died, but we didn't really know what happened.
Hello?
It came out. Yeah. Eric just, for those watching on YouTube or just listening, Eric just froze out for the last like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I missed it. Brandon, you're at your parents' house. That's the last I heard.
We joked about before we even got on, like about Eric freezing, and sure enough, he froze.
Hope it was a funny face.
Yeah, I really hope the YouTube catches that in post editing.
Had his finger up his nose.
Yeah, he's like naked in the corner sweating. How long were you frozen for?
Yeah, as I'm just like screaming, "Get off the internet! Get off the internet! I'm doing something."
I'm doing important work up here. Eric's daughters are using up all his bandwidth right now.
Yeah, get off the iPads.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think when I first heard the Steve McNair news, you didn't really miss too much. Just, he was.
Well,
you can re-say it if you want to.
Thanks. No, I don't want to.
Yeah. Now just proving the point, you're not gonna repeat it. Basically, Brandon just heard from one of us that Steve McNair.
Don't repeat it now.
No, I need to. But what's funny is Eric kind of froze again
Is it
there for a
funny?
little bit. Yeah, Eric froze again there for a little bit, so I was afraid that if he froze again for the second time, I was not
You're gonna cut
read it
me?
the
Don't
third
you
time.
ure me out of here.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
We're gonna be here all night.
podcast for this episode.
Eric's like, can we start over again?
I'm
It's gonna be
working
last
on it. Okay.
It's gonna be like last week where we ended up recording at like midnight.
I can't. We were so tired last week.
Yeah, that was rough. If the viewers heard any tiredness in our voice, that's the reason why we recorded late, very late.
I mean,
Brandon's time was midnight.
In true sleepy dad fashion, we were tired and recording late.
Yeah.
But you know what? The show must go on.
Show must
All right,
go
we're
on.
being disrespectful to Aaron McNair. Anish, where were you?
Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry. Yeah. So I was actually at a wedding. In Chicago,
Shocker.
actually. Yeah, I know. That was peak wedding season. So yeah, I was at a wedding, and I think I don't know where someone heard it, like they had like a news station on, like ESPN was on like one of the TVs at the venue. And I just happened to catch it like out of the corner of my eye, like they were talking about McNair, and I was looking over. And I was like, he was like murdered. I was like, holy shit, dude. And that's when I think we started texting each other. And I think Eric may have found out before either of us. I'm not sure, but yeah,
He's closer to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
it's close to the scene. Yeah. Where were
I
you?
was
Eric?
working-
Do you remember?
Yeah, I was working at Lowe's Home Improvement. And I remember a buddy of mine that I went to high school with who was also a gigantic Titans fan. I was just a basic loader lifting concrete and lumber and stuff around. And he came running over and he was like, "McNair's dead." And I remember just being like, "What?" Like that sentence doesn't even make sense. Like, McNair's dead. And then
That's
we all
crazy.
ran
Yeah,
to the break room and they had a TV and we were like watching like some of the footage or the news footage of it.
That's an aggressive way to hear about that.
You got like a bag of concrete on your shoulder.
Yeah, yes, I just drop it.
You drop it. Some lady's like, I'm not paying for that.
Lady, there's things bigger than you right now.
Forget the concrete. We lost
McNair is
Steve.
Yeah, Aaron McNair is no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
that's
was
gonna
like
be,
shocking.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very sad documentary. I feel like there's no.
Well, they
way
did
it's
a,
gonna be like
Didn't the NFL Network do like a football life on Steve McNair that was pretty good?
Mhm.
Like a couple years ago, probably like a decade ago.
yeah.
So I hope it's
they
good.
did.
My only
Yeah.
reservation about these untold things on Netflix, the documentary series, is they kind of like they pull their punches for a lot of this stuff. And so
Mhm.
I'm interested to see how what angle they take on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it'll be good regardless because most of the untold stuff is pretty good. Like I enjoy them.
I
for
know,
the
but the
most part.
Florida one, they left out so many important things on that the Florida Gators documentary because they had people participating in it that didn't want to talk about things, and you're like, well, that defeats the purpose of a documentary if you're
like
hiding
Urban
out
Meyer.
things.
They made Urban Meyer look like he did nothing wrong.
Right. It was all just like how great SEC football is in Florida. And then you're like, yeah, but also what about your tactics? What about what
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah, like you knew Aaron Hernandez murdered somebody
Right.
and like didn't do anything. So yeah, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for it. It's been 15 years and I still don't know if I'm ready to relive
I know.
that. But
It's
whatever.
still everyone. That just shows how beloved he was in Nashville, where it was like, even now people are like, oh, I hate that. Oh, do I want to watch it? Like through fingers. Do I want to watch this?
Well, he's the reason why there's so many Titans fans. I feel like because the first year they were with when they were like actual Tennessee Titans, it took us to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like he's the reason why there are so many fans. So yeah, it'll definitely be.
It's just fun to watch.
Yeah, dude. Co-MVP 2003.
We haven't been that fun as
touchdown
of late.
celebration.
We've
Yeah.
not been as fun as late.
Hey,
But we're
Will
gonna be
Levis,
fun.
Will Levis is
It's
going to bring us
time.
to the promised
It's
land.
Will
time.
Levis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Levis. Tom.
Yeah. All right. So we'll move on from the Titans talk now. I think we've given everybody hopefully
Well,
cultured some people.
It's our podcast, and we'll talk about whatever the hell we want to talk to. And we have the microphone, and you don't.
All three of you out
All
there.
three of you out there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom, for listening. By the way, thank you very much. I appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Shout out Paula.
Yeah. Subscribe, rate, comment, leave 5 stars.
Yeah, Mom, comment. There's a button you have to hit. Mom, no, not that one. I'll show you later.
Yeah.
My little handsome boy.
Yeah. She's like sharing it with all of her friends. We just our
We'll take
demographic
it.
is just older moms.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Hey, this is what are they? Grassroots, man. We're
Grassroots.
working up. We're working ourselves
Yeah.
up.
Hey, my dad said he subscribed, so Ricky, tier 1.
Hey.
Shout out Ricky.
Again, Ricky, I knew he was tier 1 ever since he took that big ass TV off our hands in college.
I don't know what size it was.
Dude, it barely
It was-
fit in his U-Haul trailer.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
So for the listeners, my brother, when we were in college, he was moving to a different apartment. So he gifted us, I'm putting quotes. He
Foisted.
gifted us, a 65 inch projection TV, I mind you. Projection TV. Okay, so they're the big ass
300 pounds. Easy.
Dude, more than 300. More than 300
Mhm.
easily.
Got us to
Brandon
college, though.
Brandon could have jerked that thing up now and 300 pounds
Yeah.
easily.
Dude,
He's
he clangs and bangs with that TV now.
Yeah, you wonder where it ended up.
Yeah. So my brother gives it to us. So first of all, me and Eric are the ones, we get a U-Haul. We go pick it up. He lives on the second floor of an apartment with 2 roommates, one of which was a former Titans player.
He was so damn jacked, and
Yeah.
he did nothing.
He came out
He
after
did
we were down
nothing.
the stairs.
Yes.
He came down after we were like right in the U-Haul. He's, oh, you
No,
guys need help?
That guy was, he didn't, no wonder he didn't make it in the NFL. He didn't have that initiative in him, you know?
I'm like, damn it, dude. Yeah, but yeah, this is like one of those TVs where like it took like 3 people on each side to
Yeah.
move this thing.
Yep.
And then when we got to Cookville and moved it in, I remember it was like me and Eric. I think Damien was helping us.
Yeah, he randomly showed up and we were like, thank God.
Yeah, I think maybe Adam was there.
Mhm.
Brandon, were you
I don't
there
think
at
I
that
was in
time?
it there.
No,
I don't think I was
no,
in town yet.
Man.
Yeah.
It was the guys
Classic.
at the Dixie House. I think it was the guys at the Dixie House because they were there for the summer. Or
Initially,
something
I
like
think
that.
it was me, you, and Damien. I think that was it because it was
could've
me,
been.
you, and like kind of your brother, and then me, you, and Damien did it.
Yeah, I had taken
could've
classes
been.
over summer, so I went home right before we moved back in
Yep.
because I'd freaking been there by myself all summer. Or with, I guess Damien and the Dixie House guys were there. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got it at our house, and then we moved into an apartment that last semester, and we had it at the apartment, and then we went to move out when we graduated. We were trying to just get rid of stuff for whatever reason. I don't know why my dad took it.
Dude, he didn't
Oh, it was you
hesitate.
and your Uncle Phil, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Your Uncle Phil was in his ear. Yeah, you should take
yeah.
this,
That's
Ricky.
it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went home with this huge TV. He had it for a little bit, and I don't know if he sold it. He sold it or gave it away or something. Somebody came and picked it up at his house one day. But
That's insane. Think about the chain of ownership of that one TV. So like the sisterhood of the traveling pants is the brotherhood of the traveling TV.
if that TV could talk,
Dude.
He's like, dude, these guys, you don't want to know what these guys did.
played a lot of Xbox,
A lot of Xbox.
a lot of Entourage.
Yeah. I just remember we were in your dad's U-Haul, and it was a tiny U-Haul, like
We
literally
got stuck in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it like wouldn't move.
yeah, but
The sides were like bowing out.
Yeah.
Well, the only way we could do it is because like we had to close the door.
Yeah.
Remember, we had to like, close
Yeah.
the door and try to
Yeah.
get it to fit in. That was the only way
Yeah.
it would fit properly.
In
Yeah.
an enclosed U-Haul,
Dark
like,
as
in the
hell.
dark.
Yeah,
like,
just like you said, size bulging out.
And
dumb.
yeah, Anish had rented like a 30-foot U-Haul
Yeah.
to move in all of this stuff. And then
Yeah.
your dad showed up with that one that you pull behind a car.
Like a trailer. Yeah, like a trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were leaving with like my clothes. You know? We ended up leaving with a TV.
Yeah. Dude, we couldn't give that TV away. Like
Yeah,
literally. Like
it's
I messaged so many
ridiculous.
people in college and they were
Mhm.
like I literally was giving away for like $50.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Mhm.
nah, I'm good.
Shows how old we are, though, because that was on the precipice of the new, thinner, lighter TV. So everyone was like, "I don't want that dinosaur."
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your brother probably paid like $3,000 for that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah. It was probably very expensive because he got it like he had it for like 3-4 years before we took it off his hands.
Mm-hmm.
So like he had it for a while. But yeah, shout out to Ricky Boyd, man. Tier 1 for life. That's where I was going with this whole story. That's a perfect segue actually, because I wanted to shout out another Boyd in your house,
Uh-oh.
Brandon. Shout
Why
out to
Boyd talk?
Lily. Shout out to Lily.
Yes.
Another tier 1, man. First of all, leave it.
Couple clicks. Couple clicks for Lily.
Yeah, a couple of clicks for Lily. Good on you, Lily. First of all, logged into Courtney's account.
Yeah.
And
Courtney didn't listen to this, so she won't find out.
Yeah. So
your secret's safe, Lily. You're safe.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Priya doesn't listen to this either. So, so she subscribed to our podcast, first of all, on YouTube and all the other platforms. And she left a comment. And you shared a little fun fact in a text message with us earlier today that she'd been messing around trying to design some merch for us.
Yeah, actually, we'll get into it. We saw Eric was in Georgia this weekend and driving back to Nashville. He passed through Chattanooga, so they stopped at the house for a little pit stop and just hang out and stuff. And me, him, Haley, and Lily went to go pick up coffee, and we were just talking about it. And I guess she was on the YouTube at that point, like logging in and commenting. And then by the time we got back home, she was like, "I made some shirts. Like, y'all got some merch." So yeah, she's all over it.
She's creative, Brandon.
Dude,
Yeah.
we should just have Lily like hand draw like a little logo thing, and then, like that could be like our merch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No. I was gonna say. I was thinking in my head. No, I agree. I think it'd be a great idea. But also, Lily, due to child labor laws, we cannot pay you for your
Yeah.
efforts.
We can't pay you.
Yeah.
So we will give you
just do this
shout
on-
outs.
Yeah.
Shout outs and more coffee trips.
Shout
Yes.
out. Brandon's like in a house to stay, a roof over your head.
Yes.
Food on your
Food.
plate every night.
Yeah.
And if you don't make shirts, no food. Okay,
Yeah.
that's just the way it works.
Yeah, your choice. You have to live with it. So choose wisely. Brandon's like, I'll just move to Savannah next.
There's a couple kids here. Yeah, somebody will do something.
Someone will accept it. If not, the bearded dragon, maybe.
Yeah.
One of
Just
the many animals.
the bearded dragon meme with it.
Yeah.
But God damn it, bearded dragon lizard.
Yeah.
I said not that.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into dad stories of the week. Obviously, I know we text, obviously during the week randomly, but we don't really talk about stories about our kids or anything like that. I try to say that for the pod. So
Also, no one cares in our group text. So keep it for yourself.
yeah, keep it to
What'd you
yourself.
say?
I said no one cares. Oh, no one cares.
Got him.
He got yeah.
I was like, shit, I froze again.
Well played, Brandon. So, Eric, I know you were in Georgia this weekend. Did you guys do anything fun, or was it just kind of just a fun quick trip?
It was both. It was fun and quick. Great time going down, hanging out with friends. Honestly, pretty chill. Nothing too crazy happened down there. Mine's more of a just how great kids are. Everyone knows this when you do bath time. The splashing or the no splashing rule that goes into effect. Excuse me. And they know this. They know the rule. But this time, since we just got back, it's been a long day. Katie had run out to the grocery store, so the girls were down in our shower, and I hear them in there singing "Let It Go," like "Let It," the Frozen song.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm out there having a great time. I go in there, and then I see Ophelia. She's cupping water, and she's saying "Let it go." She's throwing water straight up in the air. Well, it's literally dripping from the ceiling and on the walls, and the floor is soaked. So yeah, kids are great, guys. Kids are great.
Let it go.
Yes, and they were having a hell of a time.
Sounds fun.
Dude, Zoya does that all the time. Like the no splash thing in the bathtub is they just one year out the other.
And it's upstairs, and so we're like, guys, it's gonna flow downstairs, and then we're all gonna have we're all gonna have a problem. Okay.
One day the tub just comes through the ceiling.
Yes. Yeah. 10 years of neglect.
When they start singing too, it's like game over. When they start singing in the bathtub, oh, shit's going down.
Yes.
Something's happening.
Yeah, they're remembering lyrics and the scenes, not the rules of the house.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Brandon, what about you? Anything? Any fun dad stories of the week, or just any fun little tidbits?
Yeah. Actually, I took a few notes earlier today. Because I was like, I'll hit one on each of them. Why not?
Nice.
Try to fill some time here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to make 30 minutes.
Yeah. We'll start with Haley. She had her first full week cross country, and this coach he was a runner in college. He takes the program very seriously, which is great. And she did not have that in middle school, but and we kept running during the summer, and wasn't doing nothing too hard, just kind of building up base miles. But so she had a pretty hard full first week, so she's exhausted like all week. But just proud of her for being able to doing it, staying with it. getting after it. She already said we were asking. I think you were in the car when we were talking about it, Eric. You were asking about if are there other freshmen on the team, and she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "These two, they came to 2 practices and they quit like right after." So so she's doing good.
Also,
like, even,
both those kids apparently said, "Yeah, we'd never really done this before. We want to try something
right.
new." So
Yeah.
they tried cross country.
The worst.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
worst
Yeah,
thing to start
not-
off with.
definitely tough.
Those kids, I can tell you, those kids are not on the honors society of the school.
But the first time I went to pick her up, they don't practice at the school. They practice at these trails kind of north of the school. But they go pick her up, and she's coming to the truck. She's soaking. Like, I noticed her mascara is running, and I'm like, man, she's crying rough first day.
They got her. Coach got her.
And then I realized her hair's wet, and I'm like, what happened? And she's like, well, we ran, and then it's by a creek. There's like a swimming hole, so they do like creek, like swimming workouts and like ab workouts in the water. So she's just drenched. But then I don't have a towel, so she's just in my truck, just soaking wet. But
Kids are great, Brandon.
Kids are great.
yeah. But no, so proud of her. She's crushing it. They're gonna have a good year, I think. But and glad she's got a good coach this year.
Also, you can tell Brandon is the fitness dad. When he started talking about the story, he's like, "Yeah, we just try to get some base miles in during the summer." I was like, "What the fuck is a base mile?"
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Phil's like, "Dad, will you help me train run?" No.
Yeah.
Go run down the street and back. Do it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I'll hose you off with the water hose when you're done.
Yep.
It is kind of sad, or not sad. I mean, I'm happy she's doing something, but I'm like, we'd been running together, and I'm like, oh man, I don't really have anybody to run with because she's running every day, like but it's fine. I'll be in the garage.
Yeah, your mascara is gonna be running from crying.
Yeah.
It always runs.
Hey, listen, Lily's gonna be old soon enough, so you can add her to your running buddy list.
Oh, she will not want to do
I'm about to
that.
say, I don't think Lily's gonna be his running buddy.
Yeah.
She would check out quick. Let's see. I'll do Savannah next. She was actually today. Another one. Eric's really involved in these stories.
I was
Because
there
it was right when he got.
I was there
It
for like an
wasn't even that
hour.
long.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like
it
an
wasn't even that
hour
long.
max.
But anyway, I was working on something in the garage, and I had saws out and drills out and stuff, and I was trying to clean it up for Eric not there, but then she came out there and was messing around, and she had some scrap wood, and she was wanting to like use the tools, make something. I was like, okay, this will be a little learning opportunity. So she made a little use the drill. I mean, I helped her a lot, and she sanded and drilled, and made this little hole for her little toys or whatever. So just proud of her for not being on the iPad for a little while or on the phone and getting out something. But she was so proud of it though, and like because she went like wrote her name on it, and I think she was trying to paint it and stuff. So just something cool that hopefully we keep and don't lose and have it around for a while.
Your first piece of actual handmade.
I actually did something. And created something.
She was asking what you could put in there, and you're like, oh, you could like stain it, and you could put like stuff in there. You can put your roaches. I mean, and she's like, a pool. Yeah, a pool for your toys. That works better.
Yeah.
We're really also stepping on our draft coming up with some of these.
No.
Some of these could be some of these could be little dad victories. But go ahead.
We'll see. Yeah, so that's a good Savannah story, and then Lily's story is a little more heavy, so I left it for the end. But we had I know I told you guys, but we had a funeral this week. Had an aunt pass away, but a great aunt pass away. But it's always like tough with like kids. Like, do you take them to funerals or the
do they
funeral
get
home?
it? Do
they get it? Is it too much for them? And then like, what age do you do that? So we just kind of like, well, is it during school day? We'll let them go to school. Courtney and I will go and kind of go from there. But my aunt, she's kind of more involved in my life growing up. We see them at holidays and stuff, but they're always like very supportive of the girls, watch their dance streams and always texting like, oh, they did so great, and not something they ever have to do, but they're always very supportive of the girls. And it was literally like the night before, and she was literally just like, I think I need to go. I need to like go pay my respects, so I was kind of proud of her for like kind of come to that decision on her own, being like, you know what, like this is someone in my family who's, cared about me and supported me. So I'm gonna go show my respects. And I know that's hard for. I was in middle school. You don't want to go do that kind of stuff.
Dude, it's hard for adults to do that.
Yeah, it's hard for adults to kind of process that stuff. So I don't know. That was big of her. It's like, man, kids growing up.
Yeah, that's how you know it's like that's how you know they're building like emotional intelligence. Like they're actually understanding.
Yeah, but then were there any like petty fights that happened over like toys or clothes or attitude that happened later? So Anish, dial it down on the emotional intelligence.
Also true. Also very true. It's the start of it. I said the start.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. It'll take time, but they're getting there. All right. Do you have anything else, Brandon?
Nah, I'll take up enough time.
Yeah. Hey, it's our podcast, Brandon. We can go as long as we want or as short as we want. The world is your oyster. All right. We had we had a very busy weekend, and it feels like all my weekends have become busy over the past like a few weeks, especially now that we're like getting friends from like preschool and like extracurricular activities, and like we're actually making an effort to make sure Zoya has friends outside of her own little, circle of cousins. And
you're trying to be active in the community. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Not by choice necessarily, but
yeah, you get dragged.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday, Zoya it was her last soccer session of the summer, and the way the soccer class works is like basically for like the first 15 minutes, they like kind of just teach basic skills. They'll do like passing, stretching, just kind of basic stuff like that. And the last like 30 minutes, they'll like play like a game, basically like 5-on-5 or whatever. They don't keep score; it's just kind of more for fun. And Zoya usually plays goalie. Like she hates going out there and like running.
Dude, no kid wants to be the goalie.
Yeah, she wanted to be goalie. She was like, yeah, I want to be goalie because she hates running. She's like me, dude. She hates running. She's definitely my kid. But they finally like made her like, they were like, all right, we should probably give somebody another chance to be goalie because she's like goalie every week. So she was like out there.
We got to work on that, Anish.
Yeah. Well, I kind of bribed her a little bit. I was like, all right, hey, if you score a goal, we'll go get ice cream after this. So I had to bribe her a little bit. She got real excited when she heard, potential ice cream was to be had. So she actually started playing hard. Like she was like actually going for the ball and like really running back and forth. And I learned that I am definitely that dad at sporting events. Because I was on the sideline just like screaming my head off, like, get the ball, Zoya! Like it was just skate. Yeah, I was definitely that dad. Not even trying to be, but like
everyone's looking at you. What the hell is that guy's problem?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, they're 4.
Yeah, and at 4-year-olds, they don't know how to share the ball, right? They just like they get the ball and they go. And like I'm not proud of this, but like when they had a water break, Zoya came over. I'm like, Zoya, if you're next to the ball and somebody has it and they're not doing anything with it, just take it from them.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Sweep the leg.
Cobra Kai are the good guys now.
Yeah, exactly. So that was fun. So I found out I was that dad. So I'm sure Zoya and Priya are not going to be happy with me moving forward if they decide to stay. If Zoya decides to stay in sports.
Did she score a goal?
She did not score a goal.
No ice cream.
Oh no!
No ice cream.
Yeah, no, I do. I proved a point. I was like, all right, we're not getting ice cream then. Like,
no, bull crap. You got ice cream. Don't you lie.
Scouts on her.
You just say you weren't a scout. You were barely a scout. How dare you?
Scouts on her.
Cub Scouts.
Yeah. No,
that's great.
I swear we did not get ice cream. But yeah, so we did that. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, you go ahead.
No, so we did that, and then last night we decided to take in some minor league baseball action. Nothing better than the local baseball game on a nice summer evening, taking the kids out. So that was fun. They always have like this one's nice because they have like a whole kids section where they have like bounce houses and like little fun things like that for the kids to do. So it was nice and entertaining. Plus they had fireworks at the end of it. So kids always enjoyed that. But my God, is it hard to get a kid to sit through?
Anish, I don't think I could sit through a baseball game.
Dude. So we got there. So we went with like a group of people. And
you got ice cream, didn't
you? Yeah, you got ice cream. You.
Nah, yeah, you're right. We did get Dippin' Dots actually. It was out of the statute of limitations of the actual offer. Okay, so it doesn't count. It was unrelated ice cream.
Did you get food after the soccer game?
No, we just went home and ate lunch.
Straight to her room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just ate home and ate lunch. Yeah. Yeah.
Did she get a toy or something after the soccer game at some point?
Eric, she needs to learn from her mishaps.
Okay, that's good. I'm just asking.
Yeah, it's the
Just
only way
asking.
she's gonna learn. we ain't raising no cupcakes in this household.
She's like, there's cupcakes? So yeah.
Yeah, it's like busting into the door over here.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
cupcakes?
No.
Yeah, but yeah, God. So we ended up getting there early because they were doing like the snow globe giveaway, and like the other people that we went with, the kids wanted the snow globe, so we had to go early with them. We're like, God damn it, dude.
Dude, those giveaways are they
Yeah.
get you.
Dude, so we got a snow globe, it was whatever, but then we had to sit there. So that we got there like 45 minutes before the game even started, and then it's a 9-inning minor league baseball game.
Right.
It is like, dude, the kids were luckily there being other kids there definitely helped out because there's no way if it was just us, there was no way I would have showed up in like the 6th inning and then just watched the end of the game and watched the fireworks and went home. Like, there was no way I would have stayed for the whole game. But
Well, the good thing about baseball is you can get up and go get food, or like you said, you get a helmet with ice cream in it, or a baseball bat drink or something.
yeah, exactly. There was one point where a couple people wanted some pretzels. Apparently, pretzels are the hottest commodity in this stadium because I waited in that line for like an hour just to get a freaking overpriced.
You missed
pretzel.
2 innings.
Yeah, it was like 2 innings. Yeah, it was so stupid. In my head, I'm like, oh yes, this is a long line. I'm able to kill some time, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah,
No, it was 2 innings, literally. So that was our Saturday, and then today or Sunday. This morning we went to there was like this
Brandon,
little.
why don't you drink a little louder on the mic, please?
Yeah. Cling, 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 cling.
My bad.
It's like I'm playing video games with you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm keeping all that in, all the sound flaws from Brandon's mouth. So today so there's like this like a little restaurant thing next to like this little beach area out by a lake, and like so we went there. Girls played on the sand in the beach in the water for a little bit. So we were there for a couple hours, and then had another play date with the family from her dance class and soccer class. So you know how it is. Once they do one thing together, they got to do everything together. So they did soccer together with these friends. So so we did that. Luckily, one of the dads is very easy to hang out with, and he had college football at 25. So me and him just played video games upstairs.
Nice.
While the moms and the girls were downstairs playing dress up. So that's always fun. They did have 2 cats. I thought you would appreciate that, Brandon, being a zoo household.
Shout out pet owners.
Shout out.
Hey, we're a pet owner friendly podcast.
Pet owner friendly podcast. That's gonna be our clip. Just all the friendly podcast guests.
Yes,
We're
just
gonna
loop
clip all
it all together.
Just loop it all together. Yeah. So yeah, and then we did that, and now we're back here recording. So
Anish, you're talking about the rewards for doing things. Ophelia recently got her ears pierced, or a couple months ago got her ears pierced. Out of all the things that she wanted for like she could have gotten for a reward, she chose Burger King. Burger King, and like that's one of the places we don't really go to. Is she was like Burger King. We're like,
One
okay.
Whopper, please.
Yeah, yes. I want a flame broiled Whopper, bacon Whopper.
that's funny because we used to go to Burger King all the time.
I know. Dude, I was telling someone that story the other day about how we'd go to Burger King and you would ask for a Whopper, but take the meat out of the Whopper.
Yeah.
And it would like, you'd watch these cashiers, I'd be like like their brains would like malfunction. What do you mean? He's like, take the Whopper, take the patty, toss it in the trash. I'll pay full price. Just toss the patty out.
Yeah.
And give me the rest.
And they'd freeze like Eric on a podcast. Like,
Yes.
Take the Whopper, slap yourself across the face with it, throw it away.
No, we always made sure that Eric and I, like, you got to order first.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Because Anish is going to order and it's going to screw up everything. And someone's getting mad. You're getting messed with.
You're going to rattle them.
You're ordering first.
You're going to rattle the cashier, and then my order's going to get messed up. And it's just a rodeo cheeseburger.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I was a vegetarian pretty much all of college. I started eating chicken kind of last semester.
I'll actually say Anish was a vegetarian until I got a year's supply of Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and all of a sudden, when we come back from summer, Anish is eating chicken now.
Hey, let's calm down, guy. Happenstance, just coincidence. Yeah, so anywhere we went to eat was always an issue, especially in a small town of Cookeville, Tennessee, where they didn't really understand culture, I'll say, at the time.
Dietary options.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like we were going somewhere nice at the Burger King.
Yeah.
Gaston.
Yeah, what?
Where's your Whopper sommelier, please?
Yeah. I need an expertise here. I'm going to talk
Pairs
to Burger
well
King
with
corporate.
a cold Pepsi.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, would you recommend the Fanta or the Mountain Dew, please?
The food choices in Cookeville were limited to none. Now they
Wait.
have like everything there.
It's gotten a lot better.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think if you wanted like sit down, like not chain, very limited. If you like chain restaurants, Cookeville kind of had you stacked.
Yeah. They got a
Yeah.
stranglehold on the chain restaurants.
Yes, yes.
Cheddar's, shout out to Cheddar's.
And that was fancy eating for us back then.
It was.
Hey,
It
man.
was. But look at us. I got a shirt on. We're here eating spinach and artichoke dip.
Buffalo chicken wrappers.
Yeah. I put on my nice polo for this one.
hmm
Every time I think of Cheddar's, I think of Sean Steezy doing
With the waiter?
with the
Da, da,
Oh,
da, da, da.
The country fried steak on a knife.
So, literally, a week or two ago, he and I went out with his two brother-in-laws. Were either in town or I guess they live here. But anyway, the four of us went out for dinner, and that story, I don't know why, but that story came up, and I told them the story of him and the country fried steak on a knife going ba da da da, and then he just dropped it on the middle of the floor in cheddar.
Gravy side down.
Yeah,
Gravy
gravy
sat
side
down.
down, dude.
In the floor. I was like, "Why did you do that?" He's like, I don't know. It was just him.
I feel like Sean would be a great guest every now and then, like a recurring guest.
Well, we can start
we
next
gotta
week. We can start next week with our draft.
Yeah.
We need him on.
Oh,
He would just get on here and just let him cook.
Yes.
We should definitely figure that out for next week to to have him on. We can just draft in the background and just kind of talk how we talk right now.
Dude, you know how stressful fantasy football drafting is? You think I'm going to be paying attention to
And then-
talking to y'all?
Brandon, you just go to the highest rated player and you go, what do I
Yeah.
need? Wide receiver? Bloop. Running back? Bloop.
I mean, yeah, if
I
you're going
also-
to quit after week 4, then sure, that works.
Squeeze me. Who was in the finals last year?
Do you remember?
Me.
Yeah, it was Eric versus Tyler.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.
How'd
Hamish.
you do?
I
How'd you do?
lost. I lost.
Yeah.
Hey, it was just good to be back there. Just good to still be relevant, you know?
Just happy to be involved.
Yeah.
The two
Last
lowest
year-
rated people in the league, and we somehow made the finals.
Yeah, last year was Eric's Leicester City year from the Premier League when they won that one year.
Mhm,
made an
yes.
incredible
Well, no,
run
but I
down
didn't
there.
win. That's
Yeah,
more
that's-
Tyler.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. We'll have to figure out. We'll have to figure out how to get.
We got to get him on them.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, you guys always go somewhere though, so I don't know if you'll be able to record. But Anish, if
Well,
you
we just go to each other's house.
okay, I'll say
Yeah.
honestly, I think that's not a bad idea because we're doing it Sunday as well, right? The draft.
Yeah, it's at 7
Yeah.
Eastern.
It
7
takes about
Central.
an
Gosh, is it
hour.
already?
I
Yeah.
know.
Ready? Time for the draft? Good Lord.
Yeah, you might have to set up like a computer just like a little bit further away, and you guys sit a little bit further back so we can get you in the shot. But yeah, I think we can make it work.
Or I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly,
I
think
just
that-
have his head like right here.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god! Imagine Sean Stahl, Steezy trying to like get into the camera.
talking into the mic like over you.
Brandon's like, Jesus!
I'm just like,
Yeah.
Just cause the whole podcast. Boom.
Dude, this might be our highest rated episode with Steezy on.
He's the heater.
The heater, dude.
mhm.
Yeah, he's the heat we need to get the numbers up.
Get the numbies up.
Get the numbies up, dude. But yeah, God. Yeah. If we get Steezy on, that'll be good. There's a lot of stories with him that we can bring up. Always the good old fashioned CUP cup.
Dude, we talked about that too. I was letting his brother-in-laws hear it all.
Yeah. Sean's just sitting there like, this is my nightmare. This is my
And
nightmare.
he's just laughing like, yep, I did those things.
Yeah. All right. Any other fun dad stories for the week that you guys or anything that jogged your memory?
I like that Brandon always goes sentimental. I think he's got a little softness in his heart because mine are always
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ,
I got
these kids.
we gotta change it up. We can't all go same.
Yeah. I also
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I also think that's because Brandon's kids are older and Haley is in high school now, so it's like I
That's
feel
true.
like I feel like our kids are still like we're still in the thick of that shit, Eric.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're still in the thick of it. and it's not fun. Kids are great.
It is not fun.
Kids are great.
No, Anish, and it makes you a very sleepy dad.
Yeah. And now we're full circle.
Hey, I want to do. I think the merch idea is a great idea. I'll wear a shirt.
Yeah. Maybe we just get like 3 shirts made for us 3.
Get our own
and just-
stuff.
Yeah.
And just start wearing.
And then if you
want to
be in on the club, you gotta subscribe. Show us
Yeah.
Got a
proof.
comment.
Show us proof that you subscribe. Comment you want a shirt. Rate it 5 stars, and then you could buy a shirt from us.
Yep. We'll only charge you 150% of what we paid.
That's it.
That's
We're
it.
not asking for much here.
Yeah, the low price of 150%.
Yes. It's just a $70 100% cotton t-shirt
Exactly.
with just a Times New Roman Sleepy Dad Pod.
Yeah, Helvetica. You gotta switch it up every now and then, you know.
Papyrus.
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 Yeah, Comic Sans.
You mean authentic limited edition, limited run t-shirt?
Mm-hmm. Small batch, like bourbon. It's a small batch.
small
Gotta
batch?
make it
Yeah.
more desirable.
All right. So this week I was kind of I was trying to just think of topics for us to talk about, especially since Olympics are done, House of Dragons done. Just kind of think of some ideas just to kind of get the conversation going. So I was on Reddit and I found a subreddit of parenting fails. Some of these are pretty cringy, but I'll go through, read some of it, and we'll just kind of react and see what we would do in the situation. Sound
Yell. My answer is going to be yell. 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 Yell.
good? Yell. Yell. All right.
Yeah. What's your favorite GIF? The
The
from
anger.
Inside Out.
Yeah, the
Yes.
anger emotion.
You
Just,
already knew what I was talking about. You already knew what I was going to say.
I don't have it here, but at my desk at work, I have a little figurine of the anger guy. Just, it's my new emoji.
That's your-
it is me.
yeah.
It's me.
Yeah. That's your spirit animal.
Yeah.
All right. So this first one. Help. I'm freaking out. My 2-year-old was playing dishes, in quotes, in the kitchen sink. I turned to put some clean dishes away, and she was sucking on the water from the sponge. Pretty sure she drank some of that dirty ass water. I'm just waiting for the diarrhea to hit. Is there anything else I should keep an eye out for? That's a tough situation.
I mean,
Yeah, let it ride.
that's a learning opportunity.
Yeah, that's a learning
let it ride.
opportunity. Yeah,
You want to drink that water? Well, you're gonna have brown water coming out the other end.
repercussions.
Give them some water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Hey,
Next.
that's a hands-off one. That's a hey. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Another reminder: don't forget to use promo code DAD. I think I have diarrhea 20 at Ponderosa to get 20% off.
Nice, nice, Ponderosa. We love you, even though you're dead. We love you.
We love you. Oh man.
Do you know the Dixon one was like one of the most profitable? Dude, the Dixon Ponderosa. It was It was one of the last original Ponderosas and Goodies. The Dixon Goodies was one of the like stalwart or the flagship locations for Goodies.
Goodies was the reason Target never came to Dixon.
Too scared.
Too scared. Yeah.
I can't
Target
compete
was
with
like, I
that.
don't want to infringe on their territory.
Mhm.
I mean, it makes sense that Dixon was the Ponderosa is like fine dining in Dixon. At least when we were growing up.
Yeah, when we were growing up. Yeah,
Yeah. Not sure what else is there now.
it's dude. The food in Dixon has gotten very good.
Dude, Dixon's becoming a thing, dude.
The food options are incredible there now.
Yeah, that's becoming a thing. I was gonna say something, but we agreed not to talk about it on the pod. All right, next one. So I kept my 14-year-old home from school today. He's been experiencing school refusal for 10 months.
What is that?
Yeah, school refusal. Have you guys heard of that? First of all, I was
No.
right there.
Is that a
what the
Chicago
fuck is
thing?
that? No,
The
it's
Chicago
not.
thing.
I don't even know where it's from. They don't even have anything here.
Isn't
mean,
Chicago? Isn't it? Is like optional to go to school?
No, Eric, it's not. I don't appreciate where this podcast is going now.
Like the way he was like, he's like, get off the internet, Eric.
Yep. Eric has left the call. He's been willing to go. But I kept him home for a psychologist appointment at midday. He refuses therapy 50% of the time, but he didn't argue, so I was feeling good. We get into the office, and the secretary says, "Oh, you're a day early." Oh, this got really stupid. This is just a dumb idiot parent.
You didn't read these before?
Nah, I did-
You didn't read this
yeah,
before?
no, that makes
You
me
said
feel
I was
better.
looking at Reddit.
Yeah.
And I found some stuff to look.
Yeah. No, I just found the subreddit.
Anish.
I
Oh
read the
god.
first one. I
was trying to figure out. I was like, even like, I'm like, you're taking him to therapy. I'm like, oh my god, that's a bad parenting. Just a bad parent.
Yeah,
I'm about to podcast refuse this and go to bed.
Hey, hey, Anish, look, here's a Reddit thing I just found. You're a podcast host and you didn't vet your Reddit questions, and then you halfway through you realize it was a dumbass Reddit situation.
Hey, can we start over? I don't
listen. Yeah, 50 minutes in. We're scrapping all this. We gotta start over.
God, 50 minutes in. Good lord.
Yeah,
Y'all
Brandon
talk a
over
lot.
here before the pod. He's like, I don't even think we're gonna get to 30 minutes today. Brandon,
You literally were losing confidence
I
with
was,
like each.
dude. Did it show on my face? I really hope it
Yes.
showed on my face.
Your voice, your face.
Yeah.
You went, man, this one sucks. My bad. This one's
You
on
didn't ring
me.
a bell. At least you bailed.
This
I
one's
know,
on
I know.
Anish.
Listen, okay, yeah. Listen, okay. If we go back to that well next week, I'll vet the post
Please,
before.
dude. I think I'm
please.
gonna comment. Please don't do the subreddit bad dad thing, please.
Yeah.
Hey, is there a bad podcast host Reddit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a submission.
Yeah. If so, leave a comment, rate 5 stars, subscribe. All right. Yeah, we'll move on.
Anish, now they're gonna give us 1 star because of that whole
know.
little scenario there.
Yeah, I fucked up on that one, guys. My hand up. That one's on me.
We're holding him accountable. Give us back our 5 stars.
Listen.
Anish, that was good, dude. That's golden right there.
Yeah.
I didn't really read this.
Listen.
Oh shit, this one sucks. My bad.
Hey, you guys got me.
Did I not just complain about how busy my schedule has been lately?
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
Don't tell us you read Reddit and then you didn't read Reddit.
Hey, I read the first one about the sponge, and then the other ones I was just gonna wing.
That one looks good. I bet
Yeah.
these other 15 are
Yeah,
good
school
too.
refusal. What's that?
You know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I was
They're
like,
talking
school
about- I didn't
refusal.
know it did.
That's once again,
Sometimes you just gotta throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks. This one did not.
that one flopped.
Yeah, this one did not. This one diarrhea all over the wall.
Oh
That's what happened.
my gosh.
Oh,
That's our merch designer sneaking in on me. I got headphones in.
we're going off the rails. Where's my kid? Where's Ashton? Where's Ophelia?
I have headphones in, so that really did scare me because I could not hear that happening.
Dude. Now it's funny that you say that. First of all, if you're listening to the podcast, go to the YouTube and fast forward to this point because Lily literally just popped her head in and just popped right back out. But it's funny you said that you had your headphones in and it scared you. The other night when the one night out of like 2 of the whole year I was actually online playing video games with you guys.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like downstairs and I had my headset on. With those things, you can't hear shit, right? You're just
Was
kinda
your
like,
back to the kitchen?
yeah, my back was to the kitchen.
I wouldn't. Anish, no lie, I wouldn't sit there.
Well, the TV
No.
on that wall. What do you?
I know.
should
I would
sit?
I would look this way. At
I'd
the
move the
TV.
TV. I'd move the TV.
Yes, I would not sit with my back to that much space.
There's too many horror movies that show.
Yeah, dude, listen to a podcast. Jesus, Anish.
Dude. So
Read a Reddit blog.
Yeah, I know. I should have read a Reddit blog. About video game TV placement.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry. Continue.
So I had put Zoe to sleep upstairs, and I thought she was asleep. So we were playing, and then like, dude, halfway into playing, like she at some point came downstairs, and I didn't hear anything because again, with those headphones, you can't hear shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was basically sitting like kind of on like, you guys have been in my house. I was sitting on my coffee table, and like, so like I had a whole sofa like on the side and like behind me that I couldn't see, and she climbed on the sofa behind me. Still didn't see her then, and then came on the side and literally like just popped up like right here, dude.
Like Lily.
Dude.
Yeah, that's literally what it was.
I thought I was about to have a heart. I don't know how I didn't scream like when she did that, dude. I was like, dude, my heart was like racing. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
The fight or flight you did froze.
Yeah, I just froze, dude. There was no fight or flight. If I fight or flight, she would have been punched in the face. That was not a good look. Oh man, yeah, that was not great. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's just forget this whole Reddit thing happened. Just scrap it.
No, keep going. What else have you Googled?
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do it. Let's see what we
We're
got.
going to
here.
draft.
We'll do it live.
Let's do it live. No, I'm not gonna make people sit through that. All right, so let's go and move to the draft. So this week we're gonna do drafts of the best small victories as a dad. So you can leave it a little open. It could be kid related. It could be, just kind of household related as things you do as a dad around the household. It can kind of be just dad related altogether.
I'll go first. Well, reading Reddit comments before going on a podcast.
Okay. Fair?
Oh, not losses.
Fair. All right. So Brandon will go first. Then me. Then Eric will go last.
Hey, okay, hold on. Once again, say that again. What are we doing here?
Like a small
For those at
victory,
home-
not like
For those at home that haven't been paying attention, what exactly are we doing here?
if someone was confused about what we were doing.
If there was someone on this podcast right now that didn't know the gist of what we're doing, could you just explain it to them, please?
Well, you'll get a hint with the first 2 draft picks. But like a small victory, not like big victories like hey, my kid started walking. Like that's a big thing. Like, little things.
But they all do it.
That's what I mean. So don't pick that.
Okay. I wasn't.
Yeah. And listen, it doesn't have to be
Was it?
Wasn't. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I'm still on Reddit. God damn.
I'm just making sure everybody understands.
Yeah. This is not for me, Brandon. You're yelling at me.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't have to be necessarily kid related. It could be like dad activity related, like things around the house that you would do as a dad, stuff like that. All right, Brandon,
All right.
you're up.
I'll kick it off. And I'm kind of out of this phase. This is probably more for people with younger kids, but I think a great small victory is you make it to the weekend, you've been working all week, and that kid sleeps in past like that normal time they get up, and you get to get a little more sleep on the weekend. You don't get woken up, back at dawn with a kid standing right beside, talking about scary, where the kid wakes you up right beside the bed. So just like getting that little bit of extra sleep on the weekend, especially when they're little and just they get up at the crack of dawn. Like I think that's just like you can wake up on your own. You're like, oh, thank God.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Dude, luckily
6:30.
Yeah, luckily Zoya is a great sleeper. Like she needs her sleep. Like even if she goes to bed like at 7:30 the night before, dude, she doesn't wake up to like 8.
That's awesome.
And Brendan, at Disney World, they had to like wake her up.
Yeah.
So we could go to
Hey,
Disney.
we're going to Disney. 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to wake her up. Like Eric and Katie would be waiting for us, and we'd be like,
Eric's just sitting there with his ears on, mouse ears on, just
Oh yeah. I'm like, what? Come on, Zoya, let's go.
Yeah. She's like, shut
And
the
she'd be,
fuck up, Eric.
dude, she would be like in the stroller. She'd be like,
yeah, she'd be cranky, dude. The first whole hour of like Disney, she'd just be in a sour mood. Like, so I have the opposite problem. Thankful for it, but
yeah,
that's a good one. All right, so I'm gonna go. There's a lot of good choices on the board, but I think I'm gonna go with something that just is good for piggyback off of what I just said. Those moments in the morning when you're actually running on time without rushing. Like you're actually like the kid is up, ready to go. Breakfast is already had. Everybody's in a good mood, and like you're out the door on time. Like you don't feel like you're hauling ass trying to get to each of your destinations to make it in time. So that's always nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
dude, that first moment when you go, hey, go grab your shoes, and they understand and they go get their shoes, and you go, oh, all right, yeah.
That's the best.
So that could have been your draft pick.
Yeah. Yeah, most of mine is like, go get your shoes, and somehow she's like in her playroom, like 20 toys deep.
No, that's a good one. Yeah, we're always on hauling ass time.
Dude, yeah. All right, you get back to back here. And are we gonna go 3 rounds or 4 rounds?
We should do 3.
3? Okay, yeah, I think after 3 it gets pretty.
Or for 3.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
My draft board is only prepared for 3.
Okay, so my number one pick is
Goku.
No. Don't be nasty. You guys are being nasty right now.
Sorry, Eric's on the clock.
Yeah.
Quiet on the quiet on the board.
I had to eat shit for Reddit for the last 30 minutes.
No, what do they say? They're like, speaker, this is my time. Please, no comments. This is my time.
Comms.
Yeah.
Is it number 1 pick? Is that what we're calling this?
101.
For small dad victories. One thing that this is a new one that's been happening lately, and it kind of like it makes me chuckle every time. Is lately both the girls they'll be like, let's go. Like I call it dad voice. Like they'll be like, dude. Or like they'll say things that I say, but then they do it. They have like both sweet voices, but when they do my voice, it's like, let's go. I love that one.
Yeah,
it makes me happy. I'm like, okay, they're emulating me, and I think they love me. You think they love me?
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, what's your second pick?
My second one is just it's kind of more generic, but just how, at least to them, my dad jokes are funny.
Yeah.
So there are things that I can say and do, and they will be laughing, even though Katie does not appreciate a lot of my jokes. They will laugh, and so you're like, okay, this joke works. It plays.
Yeah, I was literally writing that down as my pick because I was like, "There's no way Eric's gonna take that," and you took it, and sniped it.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Underestimated.
This is not my first draft.
Yeah. Well, after the first one, some may think. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so I'm gonna take it back a little bit when the kids were younger, in the infant stages, when they're still not really doing much else other than, sleeping, eating, pooping. When you can sneak in a nice little cat nap when your kid's asleep. So you kind of get that. You kind of both are on just like a similar.
Just time it.
Yeah, just time it perfectly when you would just wake up right before they do. So it's not like you're aggravated because they woke you up. It's like perfect timing. Synergy. It's all about synergy.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna go with. When you can take a cat nap when your kid goes out for a nap.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That time you're just in the thick of it.
That one's tricky. That one's tricky though, because say it's your first kid and it's early on, and you decide it's time to take a little power nap, cat nap when they're down, but then your wife was expecting you to maybe get some other things done, like the dishes, or there's a project you're supposed to be doing in that time. That can lead to problems.
Yeah. Or you go down for a cat nap and like you're
4
down
hours
for
later.
Don't wake up.
Yeah. And, like, your wife-
Turns out I went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went
Turns
to
out I was
bed.
exhausted.
Yeah. Now it's like 8 p.m. and now I'm up all night.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that one's brutal.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, your last 2 picks here.
All right. I think I got some good ones. This was a big one for me because it was just such an annoying thing to do, is getting them in and out of the car, especially when they're little. That is a pain in the butt. But when they learn to buckle themselves in, like even in the car seat, like the the booster, the chest thing, like when they learn to do that, oh my gosh.
Preach.
This is hitting like crack right now. This is hitting like crack right now.
Oh.
That is
Love
the
it.
best. That is the best.
That is. Zoya like she kind of knew how to do it, but now she like actually fully knows how to like do the full buckle and everything, and it's nice. It's very nice. She still takes her sweet ass time getting in the car.
Yeah,
but
that's a challenge for a while.
Yeah.
But
Hey, these are the small.
Exactly, these are the small
Small
ones.
victories.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got them in the car. And I just got to get myself in from now on.
Exactly.
Like, so that's good. And then my next one, another car related one. I think this is a good one. I think you guys are gonna like this one. The sleeper pick for the third round.
I feel like you're
Walter
gonna take my
White.
pick. I feel like you're gonna take my pick.
Yeah, it's Walter. What? No. Y'all remember that Breaking Bad episode? No. So Anish, the last couple weekends we're trying to do this. He's out somewhere on Sunday night, but you're out somewhere. It's getting close to bedtime, but you still got like a 20-30 minute drive home, and you're like, just make it home. Don't fall asleep in the car.
You dare
Don't
fall
sleep
asleep.
in the car. Don't screw up bedtime. And you're able to keep them up. Maybe you're singing, maybe you're playing a song. They're
Dude.
back there just like, and
Yeah.
you keep them awake for that ride home to get home successful, and maybe bedtime routine goes smooth or not. But either way, you're getting up at bedtime without that little pre-nap. That is
That's a
that
good
was
one.
always like the
Brandon,
bad
you do
part
the-
of going home.
You do the steering wheel jerk, just kind of shake the vehicle a little bit. Don't go to sleep.
Start singing real loud, playing music. Hey, let it go, let it go.
Water.
Splash the water, splash the water.
Yeah. Dang. Those are
That's a good
two very strong picks, Brandon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, those were
very
like-
strong picks.
I wrote them all down in that order, and I thought about the car one. I said, dang, I feel like that one should have been higher on my own draft board.
I know. I should have. Yeah. I should have taken that over cat naps. To be honest, that was good.
Cat naps are pretty clutch.
Cat naps are
dude.
good too.
I mean,
Those
this is
are
the
good, too.
sleepy dad.
Yeah.
These are
Yes,
the sleepy
yeah,
dads.
yeah.
Podcast,
This is,
yeah.
Hey, this is a cat nap friendly podcast.
Yeah, catnap friendly podcast. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with dad related activities because I feel like all the good ones for kid related ones, at least are off my board. I'm sure I'm probably missing something, but I'm gonna go with when you're going on a road trip and you've got just a shit ton of luggage and like coolers and just a bunch of random shit, and you're able just to Tetris the shit out of the trunk and just fit everything in there perfectly. how you want it. Everything's easily accessible, and it just works perfectly. That's like one of the best feelings in the world.
Yeah, because when it doesn't go well,
I was going to say there's two things there. You're
Yeah.
right, but also then your spouse comes over and she's like, "Here's this giant bag," and you go, "You know, it'd be nice if I had that 15 minutes ago." Now let's go to Disney World.
with his ears on the whole time.
He's got like a goofy hat with the floppy ears. It's not even like the
Yeah.
ears.
No, you turn to the dome like,
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, the opposite side of that is horrible. It's like the worst.
mhm.
That's
If
why
it
it's a
doesn't
small
go-
victory, man.
That's why it's a
Small
victory, 'cause you did it
Small
right.
victory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And no one's there to cheer you on but yourself.
Yep.
Mhm.
Exactly. All right, Eric, last pick of the draft. What do you got?
I think just a good small dad victory is when your kids think you're like the strongest man in the world.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like even like little things, like
Yeah.
just picking them up. They're like, only dad can pick me up.
Yep.
Only dad can do
Yeah.
this. Only dad can get the toy to fix and the doll head to pop back on because you're so talented, and they come straight to you. That's one of those where you go, yeah, this is nice. This is a good feeling.
Still got it.
Still got
Yeah.
it.
That was good. That was a good one.
That's a
That
good
one
one.
was on my board. I thought I was debating between that and the Tetris one, but I just went wild on the third one. I
mean,
want to go with the dad activity.
Those are all good. They're
Yeah.
all
Nope.
good.
So,
Good draft, boys.
Yeah, good draft.
Solid
Great
draft.
bounce back. Great
Good job.
bounce back from the Reddit segment.
Yeah, glad. Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, me and Brandon had to step up our game
Yeah.
to bail you out of that.
Yeah. Much better draft from Eric too. That from the Goku draft. So all around great bounce back wins from everybody.
Those
You
are
know
your
what, though?
comments, not
Yeah.
mine.
You know what though? It did remind me when you're talking about dad strength, Eric. I don't know how I forgot this. It happened to me like literally earlier today, right before we were going to the beach. So we were getting ready to go. This is one of the days where the small victory of everything running on time did not happen. So this was like the
Would have been
30th
nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice today, but it was like the 30th time I'm yelling at Zoya. She's just like going up and down the stairs. So the way my house is set up, it's like you kind of have two steps going up, and there's like a landing, and then you have the stairs going upstairs. And she was on the stairs going upstairs, just going up and down. And I'm like, she doesn't have her shoes on yet. She's just not listening. And I'm like, Zoya, please just come down the stairs, get your shoes on. And I'm like starting to, slowly like losing my shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was also trying to tell her, I was like, don't keep going up and down. You're gonna like slip and fall, because kids, they don't know, they're not understanding like you can't jump 3 steps at a time. Like they're just like just fucking around. As I was telling her to be careful, I like turn, and like I was like pretty close to the steps going down, like the 2 steps going down. So I went to go step, and because I was so close to the edge, I like stepped on the edge of that first step, and I had socks on, and the socks slipped off. And then next thing I know, dude, I'm like tumbling down the 2 steps, and I'm like on the ground, Peter Griffin style, like just like, oh god, and just writhing in pain. And then Zoe's just looking at me like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You
Anish,
take your own advice.
I crashed on the stairs yesterday too. Literally last night. I know Eric has seen it. Our stairs, they go up to the landing and spin and go up, and we have this shelf thing there, and it's got pictures. The cat's usually set up there. Literally, there was a cat sitting there, and always we're doing bedtime stuff with the girls, and I'm still a dumb kid myself, but I'm always like running up the stairs, like for whatever reason, like jumping up the stairs, and I clipped the top stair, and I crashed into the shelf and knocked everything off. The cat was up there. The cat dove, went sprinting up. Lily was in her room. She was like, "Are you okay?" And like the cat was just like, its hair was like, like the tail was huge, and I just like kind of sat there for a minute. I was like, "Why'd you do that? Like, why were you?" I was literally skipping, like jumping stairs. I'm like, "Why were you doing that at like 9 o'clock at night?" And I was just, so I just sat there and like sadly picked up all the pictures. I was like, "You dummy! Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah. Dude, the
Like, this
stairs
is how
will
you
get
like
ya.
break your leg.
Yeah.
And I was just
Sure.
like went up there, and Lily's like, "What did you do?" I was like, "I crashed into the thing." And the cat's still like walking around, like just hair exploded out, just like shaking in fear. I'm like,
Brandon's like,
"You're scared."
yeah. Brandon's like, Lily, don't ask dumb questions. Go design our merch.
Yes.
Like, don't you have a shirt to design? Hey, I do have a funny, as we've been sitting here, Lily popped her head in earlier. I just see my phone light up. She texted me, and it says 500 views, and the kids get to come on the podcast. For
Oh
an
God,
episode.
no. No.
Oh my
No
God.
deal, Lily,
No,
because
we can't.
she
Yeah.
will. I mean, 500 views would be sick, but
Yeah.
she would rally all of her friends.
Yeah.
Hey, you think? I was gonna say she thinks we're getting 500 views.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
will.
that's kind of like the thinking your dad's the strongest one. Thinking
Yeah.
my dad's gonna get all these views.
Yeah. Yes.
Brandon's like, okay, sure, Lily.
She's like, dude, my dad's like a dance studio star, so
Yeah.
the internet's gotta love this guy.
He was
They're
the
gonna
main
love
lead in
him.
the Nutcracker. Oh man, hey.
So yeah,
The 1,000 likes for Eric holding an open competition from the last podcast didn't go our way.
Still stands.
So, still stands.
Still stands,
It's an ongoing. It's an ongoing. So we can add the 500 views to this episode, and the kids will come on to the podcast for. We got to cap them though, like 5 minutes. 5 minutes they can come on and we can cap them there.
No, was she saying her and her friends, or like all of our kids?
I don't know. We'll have
Because
to.
because
Oh,
mine,
Eric's
well,
probably saying
mine,
her and her friends.
I'm sure your kids do the same thing, but mine when they're on FaceTime, all they do is look at themselves and they're like
Yeah,
they just do silly faces, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is dumb.
it'll be great for the YouTube, not so much for the actual listeners.
Yes.
I'm actually getting summoned right now.
Yeah,
We gotta wrap it up.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
wrap it up. We'll figure out.
Someone
next week.
forgot to do the dishes.
Yeah.
It's
We'll, yeah, we'll
she's ready
figure
to
out
go.
next week. Oh,
She's like, I'm ready. She's like, you come put me to bed. So I'm gonna go put
Yeah.
the kids to bed.
yeah. All right. So we'll wrap it there. Make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, so you don't miss out on this episode. Again, next week we'll figure out
Hey,
for
we
the
didn't
live
get
draft.
500 views yet.
We're not at 500 likes yet. She's trying to game the system.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next week.
Take care.